back to my channel. It's Nikisha Bond. I'm so excited that you're here. If you're new, welcome. I'm excited you decided to join us. We're still going through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. We are on law number 25. And normally I tell you that you're being manipulated, and that's still true. But this actually is a law that I can get behind. Law 25, recreate yourself. Yes, let's get into it. Do not accept the roles that society foists upon you. Recreate yourself by forging a new identity, one that commands attention and never bores the audience. Be the master of your own image rather than letting others define it for you. Incorporate dramatic devices to your public gestures and actions. Your power will be enhanced and your character will seem larger than life. Wow. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. In the book, it really talks about how you're supposed to put on these personas. But what we're going to talk about are some real keys on how we can actually recreate ourselves because we want to show up as our true, authentic selves. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get into this. Keys to power. The character you have been born with is not necessarily who you are. Beyond the characteristics you have inherited, your parents, your friends, and your peers have helped shape your personality. Remake yourself into a character of power. Working on yourself like clay should be one of your greatest, most pleasurable life tasks. In essence, it makes you an artist creating yourself. Oh, I love this, guys. You know what this really reminds me of? Personal development. When I learned about personal development, when I learned that you can do tactics that would help you to control your mind, I was blown away. I was like, I tapped into it. I was like, let's take it right to the vein. That's how I took personal development because I really wanted to control my mind. I really wanted to be able to think about what I wanted to think about. And in that effort, then I knew that I could create the person that I wanted to be. Because if you can get a vision of yourself, right? If you can see yourself as who you want to be, not who you are, but who you want to be, that's where the magic happens. That's when the reticular activating system gets excited and it starts pointing out different things that are in line with this new version of yourself. And so a lot of times we don't really think about the fact that our parents have programmed us, our friends have programs, the things that we watch on TV. Why do they call programs? Because they're programming you. So what we have to do is we have to take control. We have to program ourselves. We have to create ourselves in the person that we really want to be. And that is the work. That is really what we're here to do. So I don't know if that's what the book meant, but that is what Nikisha Bond thinks about that. Control your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I love it. Okay, anyways, let's go to the next one. The first step in the process of self-creation is self-consciousness. Be aware of yourself as an actor and take control of your appearance and emotion. So in the book, it talks about how only the wealthy people were able to control their image, their legacy through like paintings and artwork, right? That would depict them as being these great and amazing characters of history. But what we can talk about is, do you know who you are? And then do you know who you want to be? And then how do you fill the gap? That is really your life's work. And it's an ongoing process because who you are today is probably not who you were 10 years ago. And who you are today is not going to who you're going to be 10 years from now. And so our work is really to fill that gap. So what does that mean for you? That means that you have to decide on how you want to show up. What is the image that you want people to see? And are you behaving as that type of person, right? Let's say that you want to have a great body. Well, a person with a great body, what would they be doing? They probably go to the gym. They probably would do meal prepping. Do you do those things? Because sometimes, I don't know, I've been thinking about this lately. I think sometimes we're trying to think ourselves into being ready to do the thing versus just doing the thing, right? So you want to lose weight. So you're sitting here and I want to get mentally prepared to lose weight. Or you could just put on your gym shoes and start exercising, or you could just start meal prepping, or you could cut back and start doing intermittent fasting or whatever. I think we have to do the thing. And so a lot of times we're thinking about who we are and we get stuck there. And so you have to get a vision of yourself, but you don't want to come out and, fake it till you, well, hold on. Do you want to fake it till you make it? Maybe you do want to fake it till you make it, because I think that there's a lot of power in the doing. There is a lot of power in thinking, but sometimes we can get into analysis paralysis and we don't actually get the work done. I'm not sure if that's where that needed to go, but I feel like that was for somebody. And if you needed that, you're welcome. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. The second step in the process of self-creation is a variation on the George Sand strategy, which is the creation of a memorable character, one that compels attention, that stands out above the other players on the stage. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Once you figure out who you are, right, and you know who you want to be, and you start to see that gap, What is the stage player that you want to come on the screen? Hold on, let me see. What did it say? What's the memorable character? Who is the character of Nikisha Bond? Someone who's trying to help people, trying to motivate people, trying to do these series, whether people watch them or not, to help people to get to where they want to be in life. That's the character of Nikisha Bond. Now, am I always that person? No. I got lots of flaws. I got lots of issues. Trust me, I got lots of issues. But I'm always working on me, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay that there's a gap between who I really want to be and who I am right now. But I'm always working to try and fill the gap. And that's what you got to do too. You got to work on filling the gap. You got to figure out who's the character that you want to show up as, and then be that, encompass that, embody that, feel that, do that every single day. And then one day you'll wake up and you'll actually be that. Even the version that I am today is the version that I was thinking about 10 years ago when I first got into personal development. And the only thing that I could do was stop watching TV because it was so negative. It was destroying my mental health. And that was the little thing that I could do. And I always envisioned that I would be someone who would be brave enough to go on to YouTube or to do some of the things that I've done in my personal life. And so now that I'm here, it's like, now I've got a new image of myself and I'm now trying to fill the gap there. And that's the work, ladies and gentlemen. So here's my final, hold on. We didn't do the reversal of the law. Okay, hold on. Let's go on to do the reversal of the law. I got so excited. I was going to go to my final thoughts, but let's go to the reversal of the law. Even appearing natural requires art. In other words, acting. Bad acting only can create embarrassment. Basically, it's saying that even natural is curated. That's what it's saying. Even the natural is curated. It's called a no makeup look, right? I wear makeup to look like I'm not wearing makeup. That's what it is, right? So you're always going to be doing some level of acting. So you could do a small level of acting, right? A no makeup look, or you could go dramatic, right? The whole cat eyes and whatever they do to the fancy makeup. I don't know how to do that, but the fancy makeup, you could either be that person. So decide on how you want to show up and do that. I'm not sure where I was going with the reversal of the law. So we're just going to go ahead and get into my final thoughts. You know, when you're born, you are just this open container and everybody in your life has just poured into you. And you have no idea what they poured into you. They've poured in their insecurities. They poured in their issues. They poured in all sorts of stuff. They put in good stuff too. Of course, they put in good stuff. But a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with is the bad stuff. And so now, as you become an adult, you are now responsible with refilling the cup because you can unlearn things and you can learn new things. And that's what this tells me, is that if you don't like who you're showing up as, you need to recreate yourself. There's nobody who's going to come along. There's no magic fairy. There's nobody. I'm sorry, nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. But you can save you. At any moment, you can make a decision to decide on who it is that you want to be. And then you can start to embody that. Then that can be how you show up in the world. And I want that for you. And so that's why we're reading the book. Because even with all of the crazy laws, there are some good things in here too. So just recreate yourself. Get a vision of who it is that you want to be and act on that vision every single day. And then one day you're going to wake up and that's going to be who you are. And you're going to look back at the old self. As a matter of fact, you should start making a decision. If you made that decision today, then you should start, anytime you show behavior or you see remnants of your old life, you should make sure you mark that in your mind. Like, that's how I used to be, but now I'm like this. Now I do these things. Oh yeah, that's what I used to do, but now I do these things. And I'm telling you, little by little, day by day, continuing to renew your mind, right? Renew your mind. One day you're going to wake up and you're going to be that. Ooh, I'm excited. So make sure that you make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you share it with a friend. I've been recording for a longer time than normal, so I'm a little loopy. So anyways, I hope you guys got some value out of that. I am in the process of recreating Nikisha Bond. I don't know who I am. No, I know who I am. I know who I want to be, and there's a gap. So I'm constantly in that place. And so that's why this really resonated with me. And I hope that it resonated with you too. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.